Hear all videos here, to base be the glory.
Who that what? Who that? Who that what? Who that what? Who that what? Who that? Who that what? Who that what? 28 what? Who that? Hold that what? Who that what? Free back what? Who that? Whoa, slim.
Welcome back to Who That 2 for 2. I'm your host Tim A here on this other podcast that we're recording live from 194 Studios. I have a multi-talented man in the building, Mr. KJae Hinsey. How you doing?
I'm excellent, bro.
I know with the side you have the fitness hat on, but I hear with the music. But let's just start. Everyone has a first love. So talk to me about what was your first love creative wise? Like what was the first thing that caught your eye or caught your ears or caught your fingers? Like what was the first thing that you wanted to create? As far back you can remember.
Music. I started off, of course, creating melodies with my brother. You know, we would lock ourselves in the bathroom. Sounds weird, I know. Lock ourselves in the bathroom because of the acoustics.
And you need the privacy, so you don't want to come up.
No, but the acoustics was perfect. So, you know, we started off just harmonizing. And then, of course, I grew up in a music household. So my grandmother, she sang in the choir, played the tambourine and all that good stuff. And then, of course, my uncle lead the band. So I had to play the drums.
You couldn't run from it.
I had to play the drums, and I had to go into trumpet, and I had to go into trombone, and clarinet, and sousaphone, baritone, and it was like a competition between me and my big brother. So, you know, he just kept on beating me in the instruments, and I started singing, and he just couldn't sing, so I won the battle, you know? He couldn't keep up, so that's how it all started,
Out of all those instruments you just called, what was your favorite, and then two the hardest for you to do?
Trumpet is my favorite. Trumpet, I love. Trumpet is my favorite. The hardest, I'll say, is saxophone.
I've also heard that too. Like I'm a Masego fan, so like I listen to all this videos, but like I say, that shit look hard.
Yeah,
I can't even imagine.
It's hard, bro. It's hard.
And out of those instruments you got right now, how much of those can you pick up right now? Like if you go home right now, can you still play?
About 4 of them. Trumpet, trombone, baritone, sousaphone.
That's awesome, babe. So singing, so you started singing in the church or like what was the?
Of course, you know the choir, church, school choir, yeah, pretty much in the church, and then of course you singing on the praise team, and then they go, oh, you can play the trumpet. I play the trumpet, so you know that's where it stemmed. All the R&B singers, I'm pretty sure, stemmed from the church.
Talk to me about getting to making your own tracks. Like what was that journey like?
Man, I know about. I don't know if you know about Audio Edition. Audio Edition and Fruity Loops.
Yeah, I remember Fruity Loops.
And remember LimeWire and all them. Listen, back in the day, downloaded all them. I started making my little tracks and all that inside. When I couldn't find the tracks, I wanted to try to find the instrumental off of LimeWire and then go into Audio Edition and, you know, record tweak it and, you know, and just started writing songs. And
can you remember the first song you ever wrote?
Yeah, I remember. It's like a weird love song. Yeah, I remember it. And to this day, believe it or not, every time I go, like, friends from Abaco, you know, because I was in high school singing to the girls, you know, and every time they see me, they say, sing me that love song. You know, of course, you singing to girls.
So this is probably the Emerson Masters days then.
Oh, no, was it? Yes.
Wait, what was the?
And then, you know, recording it, you know, and then recording on your phone and then leaving it as your voice tune.
You listen to the accent and then
you know, your voicemail is me singing, and then guys just call me just to hear the voicemail and hang up.
And speaking of voice, shout out to our sponsor Live. You know, I hope last week you gone buy a new phone, Smart Smartness. But Live, we are game changers. Get your phone, get your MiFi box. You know, leave them do people alone. Come to the good side. So you become popular for these love songs. So probably when you start getting like full real studio recording. A producer make your beat, maybe get some radio play. Talking about that transition to like being an artist.
So what I used to do, when I really got on the scene, of course, the internet was my main source of my main fan base, you know, Facebook. So I record my own songs using GarageBand and they would just go like wildfire. People like, man, I love that song, until Mario Major, Super Mario. He hit me up. He's like, bro, I love this song. Called me. Mario hit me up at 11 o'clock one night and said, bro, we need to talk. And I'm like, but you hit me up at 11 o'clock. You told me we need to talk. You love my music. I said, bro.
Your anxiety started.
Yeah, I said, bro, what's going on, right? So the next day, I was like, yeah, man, what's good? He said, man, look here. I want to sign you. But I'm like, sign me? I don't know. You Super Mario. You're a DJ.
Yeah.
You know what you talking about? So Sammy Star was the one who gave me my first track, the Where Would I Be, John? I don't know if I sent that to y'all, but my first track. So Mario was like, man, we can go by sketch, and we re-record the song. And when I re-recorded and I put it out there, it went like wildfire. Like I'm talking like the whole Bahamas heard it. And they couldn't believe it was a Bahamian. Not until like Steph and Charlie's and Mario had one of his parties.
Yeah.
And then the song started playing and the guys just they going wild. It's like, that's him? And
I've
that's
seen the reaction so many times.
Yeah,
That's who said
yeah,
that.
yep.
I've heard so many times where people say, "That's about him, man."
But listen, it was real, and that's when I knew that, hey, all right then, I love this. And then it was just on from one track to the next, when it rains and all that good stuff. And yeah,
And of course, I've had so many artists on the show, and they said, as great as the passion is, as much as time you have here, it's always that difficulty you turn into money, so paying for your bills. So when did you reach a point in your career, you're like, okay, I gotta just make music. I can't just go to radio and sing shows. I gotta make enough money to support my lifestyle, my family, maybe do a career shift or a career balance. So talk to me about that, approaching that.
so of course, one thing I appreciate about Mario, he put me on that pedestal. He gave me that push I needed, and then when it was time to spread my wings, I spread them. But of course, when it comes down to being independent, and trying to get paid what you think you deserve, you can only do so much shows for exposure. And like, how much more you want me exposed myself?
It's only so much people in
like,
Nassau.
I perform to the
Or
same people.
Or even in the Bahamas,
you
there's so
know?
much people there.
And I'm like, when you listen to the quality of my music compared to anybody else in the U.S., it's on par, bro. I could sing just like them. The music on par just like theirs. I mean, I don't know what it is. So I was early in my marriage. Just got married, and I was like, all right, now you got to make a real life decision. What you can do? You can try to chase this career. You could
Take care of your family,
take care of family. Newly married, 2 years into marriage, newborn, firstborn, and I was like, bro, all right, now I gotta make a real life decision now. So I put music aside, and I had to go find a real job, bro. Don't get me wrong. No, I was working, but then I was like, I had to
Like fully
focus on, all right, making money for the family. And then every now and again I would still go to the studio and put out music
because you have that itch.
yeah, but it wasn't to the extent whereas I'm like promoting myself and going to shows and just to put music out and put it on the internet.
Stay
love it.
relevant, really.
Yeah, try to stay relevant, but yeah, man, I didn't have the time, the energy, the passion that I had, man. I was just doing it full time,
But man, yeah, you were saying relevant because then you got people don't even know you about your singing. They think last week was something new. They didn't know you've been in the game. This is your
I've
first
been in
love.
the oh yeah,
So talk,
yeah.
but you really but mostly known for is like the fitness thing. So talk me about how that was birthed from the name, from just because I know that takes a certain focus to not only train your body but then train other people. So talk to me about that.
So of course during that artist phase, I ran into Slugger. Everybody knows Slugger,
Yeah,
Freddie
yeah.
Slugger. So Slugger was the first person to put that weight in my hand. He's like, "Yo, all right, Tan, you want to lift? Let's go. What's the worst that could happen?" And after that, I just got the love for fitness. And of course, during that transition from putting the music on the back burner and finding a job, I just got into, I was like, all right, I want to be a trainer. I realized my body is just changing and I want to learn more and more about, fitness. So I went to Club One. I was like, hey, I want to be a trainer. He's like, yeah, man, we can train you. Sit by this front desk and sign people in. And then from there, you can go to the smoothie bar, make up a smoothie. I was like, all right, okay, cool. After like 2-3 months in, I'm like, yo, I want to be a trainer.
Yeah.
All right, cool. We can put you in a gym floor. You can be the floor manager. I'm like, listen, I ain't a dog.
I want to train people.
Yeah. So Macfit, Jimmy Mackey, he opened up his gym. He's like, you want to be a trainer? I said, yes. He said, say no more. Boom. So long story short, went to Macfit. I became a certified trainer there. After about maybe a year there, I decided to leave and spread my wings, and that's where Physique Total Fitness was born. It came into existence. And that's when I started, when I became a real entrepreneur, started to work for myself.
So was there a struggle doing your whatever the 9 to 5 was and still doing the gym thing before you became an official entrepreneur?
Well, at the time when I left Club One, I was full time at MacVit.
Okay.
I had a little phase in my life. My mom passed, right?
Yeah.
And I was like, man, listen, like my whole world just break down. And I was like, you know what? I need to do something just to distract me. And the wife was like, you know what? I was stressed out where I was at the time. And the wife was like, you know what? You don't need to be waiting for nobody, man. You could do this fitness thing yourself. You all have the time, all you need. Sold my car, bought a couple pieces of equipment, and then I was just from one client to the next client, house calls, and here I am
The
today.
grind. And
Still doing it.
everyone always like to hear, but I ain't gonna get too deep. But the Khaled phase
Oh,
was
yeah.
was a good and looking
Oh.
back, I said, how important do you think it was for not for the Americans, but for Bahamians to recognize you, or did you really have like that recognizability already before the Khaled thing?
Well, people knew who I was, of course, for fitness. But when Khaled picked me up,
It's like
shout out to my boy
off
Av.
the carnival, right? I think it was wrong.
It was around carnival time. Shout out to my boy Arvin. Everybody know Arvin. Arvin, right? He's like, yo, I got a client for you. Wife's coming over. He didn't tell me who it was. He's like, all right, wife's coming over. You want you to train the wife, and long story short, it's a celebrity. So when you get there, you find out who it was. I say, nah, bro, you need to tell me who it is.
Yeah.
Ain't no NDA here.
Yeah.
Let me know. He says, Khaled and his wife. I said, all right, cool.
Yeah. We Bahamian, man. We don't.
Yeah,
we don't
y'all know how we
that.
go,
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
So I pull up to the house, shake his hand. Yo, I'm KJ. I'm here to train your wife. I'm the trainer here until y'all leave. Day one, everybody see the viral video.
Yeah.
That was like, must be like after like day 3, we boxing, and he in the background
Chirping,
making noise,
yeah.
and she just snap on him. I'm there like, okay,
I ain't that.
But yeah, man, we caught a good vibe. He liked my energy, and then he's like, bro, I need you in LA. I said, all right, cool. I thought he was joking.
How did that conversation go with your wife?
Boy, but watch this. So, woke up one morning, I look at my phone. Khaled put me in a group with his, I guess, his not publicist, his accountant. He's like, I need book KJ a flight. I need him over here tomorrow. I'm like, tomorrow? I look at my phone. I'm like, tomorrow? So I had to wait to wifey up. I said, yo, Khaled say you want me in LA tomorrow? She said, okay, how long? I say, I messaged, so how long? He about 6 to 8 weeks. I'm like, what?
That's a
6 to 8 weeks, and you want me to come tomorrow? So I had to make a decision. I said, well, I can't leave tomorrow. Let me just spend one more day with my family before I dip set, So, yeah, I tell her, hey, you got to hold it down, mama. I about to make a little move. Hopefully, things work out the way, And in the back of my mind, I said, I wonder if this may break from music.
Yeah.
And then, my support team, they're like, spamming Khaled page.
Yeah.
KJ do music,
Yeah,
KJ do music, KJ do music.
Listen to this track, yeah.
So we get there. Long story short, we there in the studio, and he looking at me, right? And he say, yeah, man, the fans, they're telling me you do music. I said, yeah, I might do a little something, right?
I got a couple tracks,
But the thing is, it was like, I didn't want to be an opportunist.
Yeah.
Because I was there for fitness. But he heard some of my stuff, but at the same time, he's working on his album.
Yeah.
So,
he's in a certain mindset.
Yeah. So I was like, you know what? I ain't going to push it, because I said, got people like who I know messaging me to get to him. I was like, bro, how I can get you straight? And I ain't straight, So I'm like, yeah. So we all know Khaled. Khaled's my boy. We went there. I tried. We trained. We grind. But once he in album mode,
that's that.
Everything else on the back burner.
Yeah.
We ain't caring no fitness. I need to get this album out.
We the best.
Yeah. So we was traveling Vegas. We was here there with French Montana, Fat Joe. Every celebrity, you name it, I was with them, sitting next to them, chilling with them, talking with them. It was like a good, experience.
So what was that? What was your return like? Now, so like, okay, I used to hang out with the who was who for 2 months. Like now, the price of the brick going up.
Listen, but when I came back, I wanted my people to know that I ain't coming back with my head. I ain't coming back with my chest up, bro.
Yeah.
I'm the same dude as I left. I'm the same dude. And then like when I went out to dinner, people treat me different. Like, oh, yeah, boy, what's going on, right? We go on my wifey, she book her on Bahama. I get upgrade twice. Boom, boom. 2 upgrades. I'm like, what? And of course, I was like, man, be good, bro. We ain't got, I love it. Don't get me wrong. I'll accept it. But at the same time, no pressure.
Yeah.
I'm the same KJ when I left Nassau. I'm the same KJ when I back. I only been there to do my thing, Yeah.
So then I also know you pick up the cameras and talk to me about that. Like
KJ Clips. That all stemmed from me vlogging my family. Love my family. So every time we travel, we travel a lot.
Trips.
We travel a lot. So we started a YouTube page, and I just pick up the camera because I like to create memories. It ain't just me just picking up the camera, just shooting the videos, but just creating memories for me to look back, to document, and just go back. And from time to time, I would sit there and I watch from video to video to video.
And you probably would see the growth.
Dang, and that's what I love, So I came across this, he is a YouTuber, and his vlogs were cinematic, and I was like, man, like yeah, man, how I can make my vlogs like that. So I ditched the small Sony camera and I go on and spend some money on the big. I had to drop a bag on the big boy camera. Now they didn't tell me these lenses would have cost $2,000.
Arm and a leg.
The camera would have cost $2,000,
Just for
and
the
I gotta
body.
buy another lens. I'm like, hold on. And then my boy Sherrod, I say, bro, you could have warned me. You could have told me that when I buy one lens, I gotta buy another one, and I gotta buy another one for a certain look. I'm like, so yeah, man, KJ Clips. I that was another. I wouldn't call it a business because I truly believe that I don't want to be a jack of all trades. You know, you have a lot of people try to dibble and dabble in a lot of
Everything,
things.
yeah.
You know, I just picked up the camera and I have a lot of people reach out to me to do jobs for them, and I'm like, man, hit up Jiggy.
Yeah.
You know, hit up Miguel.
Yeah.
Hit up. What's your boy name? Gary.
Yeah,
You know, so you had a lot of big boys in the industry, and I don't want to like dibble and dabble in their industry. You know,
you really trying to make sure your family have
Bing.
of the
You know, and people saw my work and it's like, man, I love your work, man. Come shoot a video for me. And the latest one I did was Shine. I don't know if you've seen the Shine her fitness line.
Yeah, I saw that.
She hit me up and I was in Orlando. She's like, man, hey, I want you to shoot this thing for me, and I want this on a Saturday. So I had to fly back home kind of early to shoot it for, you know. And I left the family over there because the family was in Orlando just chilling. I said, y'all chill, man. Let me go work.
Yeah.
You know?
Let me make some money.
Yeah, man. So yeah, and I just picked up the camera and started shooting, and that was that. You know.
And now you go over. You come back to your first love to the music. Tell me
Man.
Tell me.
Yo, so, and believe it or not, this happened maybe 2 months ago.
So it was this year, 2022.
2022. Well, during the pandemic, it was all fitness. I was in it. Now, I had a lot of time to do music. Don't get me wrong. I still opened up my Logic. Opened up my Logic, and I started creating songs and doing that. But it wasn't nothing serious, you know. But 2022 was when I put my foot down because I heard what song was it? I can't remember this guy's name. He's on a song with Chris Brown, but I can't remember the name of the song.
You mean the
Do I Ever? The song name is Do I Ever. It's like a Do I Ever Cross Your Mind remix.
Oh, okay.
That's a tune this or something like that's this with Chris Brown. I heard that song. I said, you know what? Time for me to get back. Match the sketch. I said, bro, it's time.
I back in the studio.
I back like it's time. Sketch said, all right, then it is what it is. So he let me pull up. I went there that same night. We select a track and started writing because I write my own music and I've been a writer. So we wrote the song first night. Second night we laid the vocals the first night. Second night we laid the rest of the vocals. Third day ad libs, all that good stuff, and it was done. Tell me, you know. And
you see that you're not shoot for the
video.
cover.
The video didn't shoot.
Oh, my boy already got the video in the bag.
Video didn't in the bag. So I'm doing a live performance. Like more of like a reintroduction to
people who don't know.
For people who don't know, you know, I'm basically reintroducing myself to the music scene, and I'm here to stay. And I was on Facebook Live the other day. So I'm like, come back and I want it all. So if you ain't working, I'm sorry, I'm coming out working. And this is my closest boys. If you ain't serious but this, I coming for it all.
And I ain't a rookie.
I'm well seasoned, you know. So I had my little hiatus. I gave you all your time. Yeah, you know.
You think you could sing? Okay.
I'm back, you know. And the funny thing is, what really made me step back into it, I just came from running the bridge. And Ricardo Clark, I passed him. You know, I recognized him. I said, oh, that's Ricardo, boom. So I hailed him. I kept on running. Ran to Starbucks afterwards. He came in right behind me. He said, KJ, right? Say, boy, you can sing your butt off. Hey, what happened, man? No, I was just talking to Empress, but you asking the excitement them. What happened to you? I say, bro, what?
Life happened, man.
I say, yo, and he's like, yeah, boy, dog. Like, yeah, boy, you can sing your butt off. And he kept on saying that. So the people in Starbucks looking at me like, oh, this dude is singing, you know?
I really knew him for rapping that.
You know? So I all sweaty and muscly, and this dude, oh, he's a singer too? So yeah, man. And that gave me a little push, you know, from him really bigging me up there and gave me the props. And I was like, you know what? It's time. And when I dropped that single, April 1st, I got a lot of love. I was
At
surprised.
first, I was like, "Is this an April Fool's joke?" But
No
like
way.
I say, I was like, I hope. I was like, but I hope this.
Ain't nobody getting you all that photo shoot.
I was like, basically, I said, no, he ain't gonna waste no. I mean, even though I don't have the time, even the equipment, you ain't gonna waste no photo shoot just for a joke.
No, bro. I had to do it right. And like I never had my songs on iTunes. I never put my songs on Spotify.
Yeah.
And I dropped the bag and I put everything out there. I was like, you know what? By doing it now, I can do it the
legit.
right way.
Yeah.
And the plan is, right? And I'm not afraid to say my plan. I have connects. Of course, I had a Cali connect.
Yeah.
But during that time there, I made other connections with other labels.
Some deep connections.
Sitting with the big dog Lenny, yes.
Yeah, man.
That's Jay-Z right hand man.
Yeah, man.
You know? I mean, Epic Records, you got like I have like numbers that I could, but I want to have
Content first to give them.
I want to have content.
You don't want just.
I want to have my city in the bag first before I go to them and be like, hey, I want to be able to say, hey, show them clips of my people singing my songs loud and clear, you know? So when we do go to these labels, they be like, oh man, this dude is a big deal back at home. So yeah, man, I got some work to do. So I'm back.
I look forward to it. Before we get there, so shout out live again. If you need your MiFi box, your phone, you know, we are Game Changers. Go to any live fan or any live store. So it's still early in the year. What can people expect from you? You know, the video coming, we getting the EP this year. We getting more singles.
Yeah, definitely singles, definitely EP. You know, and before the year is out, I might even just skip the EP and go straight to the album.
Go on.
You know,
It's just an entree.
Yeah, bro. I mean, we ain't got time. People, if you go on my SoundCloud KJae 242, everything's there. I got hits hits that been on the radio. You heard them before. A new hit.
Probably didn't know it was you.
Exactly. You know, a lot of people don't know my songs from me. So yeah.
So you doing like you say, do like a little live show, like a little acoustic.
At the end of this month, it's gonna be a real deal. I can't say the location yet, but it's gonna be decent. It's gonna be right. And I know we can't get a lot of people inside this nice exclusive spot, but we're gonna be streaming it so everybody could enjoy the reintroduction. KJ.
So stream, tell me, request at your favorite radio stations like 194. Follow KJ at KJae Hinsey and you know episode 2029. Who that? 242 as Tim May. Stay tuned for more KJ.
For sure.
Who that? What? Who that? Who that? What? Who that? Wait. Who that? What? Who that? Who that? Wait. Who that? What? 28. What? Who that? Hold that. What?